in 5 minutes, you are going to understand what relational leadership is, understand the 5 components of relational leadership, and understand the key skills and attributes of a relational leader. And should you wish to, you'll consider your own journey into relational leadership. So what is relational leadership? It is what puts the qualities of relationships at the core and the heart of an organisation. And these are of equal importance to all other practical outcomes. So how we do things together is equally important to what we are doing. It is guided by the relentless pursuit of action, ensuring that the relationships are at the heart and they create a lasting change built on an unshakable foundation. There are 5 components of relational leadership: inclusion, empowerment, purposefulness, ethical behaviours, and relational processes. To be truly inclusive, relational leaders involve everyone and everyone's ideas. They respect and value and consider everyone's experiences, perspectives, values, and motivations, and they hold a really firm belief that everyone can make a difference. They have this true and genuine concern for the growth and development of all staff, and they have the tools to encourage that growth. So this is inspiring, and it shows a deep value that they hold for every single member of their team. Relational leaders are purposeful and intentional, and whilst they have this individual commitment to a goal, they find a common ground with those who share a similar purpose, and in doing so, they fully involve everyone in that vision building process. Ethical behaviours are the core influence of relational leadership. And although this sounds a bit vague, essentially it's what drives every relational leader are moral standards and values. And these values are used to make ethical decisions and model behaviours of all staff. Relational process focuses on how staff or groups of people are going to be functioning and working well together as a team. So how everyone stays together, how they communicate, how they solve problems, and how they achieve common goals. Relational leaders believe that the process is as important as the outcomes. So relational leaders are authentic, they're self-aware, they know their strengths and their areas of development, and these are not hidden from their teams. In fact, I would say they take pride in those vulnerabilities, which encourages their teams to do the same. They say what they mean and they mean what they say, and this is also seen through their body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. They are truly sincere people. Motives, goals, and aspirations are shared openly, and the expectations and boundaries are transparent. They take responsibilities for the decisions they make and the actions they take. Relational leaders are empathetic, and they foster mutuality. So I'm just going to read something very quickly from Michael Porcellis, who describes mutuality as every relationship having a story. It starts at the beginning and leads to the present, following a pathway of moments both high and low, and many in-betweens. So by fostering mutuality, over time, you get to develop an intuitive feel for how every single person in your team works and how they work best. And like a conductor, you'll effectively and successfully coordinate your team to work together. Relational leaders, Relational leaders invest time in building positive and meaningful relationships. And this is because they deeply understand that unconditional benefits of every single relationship. Relationships go beyond beyond plans, and they go beyond short-term goals. Relational leaders respect, they foster trust, they inspire, they have loyalty, they encourage, they facilitate camaraderie. However, they build relationships because they have a genuine interest in people, and there is absolutely no ulterior motive. If you choose to go into a journey to relational leadership, I would encourage you to look at these questions. Do you have relationships big enough to get the job done? Do you truly know your staff and know your teams? What are your values built on? Do your staff and teams trust you, and how do you know this? How will you foster an environment of radical candor? And do you have a genuine interest in people? And I've been talking to a few people in the last couple of weeks, and there's a couple of things that people have said to me which I think really resonate with me. So leading with systems blocks relationships. Process needs to be relational to get the job done. And after all leadership is relationships. Thank you.